This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribing. Let's get right into the news. All right, so Corey Holcomb, he criticizes Tracy Ellis Ross after admitting she dates younger men. He says, your best years are gone, and now you want young guys because you got all this money and you want to date young guys. But yet, he says he goes on other podcasts, talks about he dates little scallywag young girls, right? And he's the worst guy in the world. He says it's crazy how it's a different narrative with females versus males, right? And it's really older females, right, that are mad at guys their age dating younger women, but old men of the same age as a woman and they're dating younger guys, it doesn't bother them, right? So it's like, it's a weird situation. Tracy Ellis Ross is just obviously... don't take this personally, right? If you're a woman listening to this, just her case in particular. She was an actress. Her mom was a famous person, right? And she has had entitlement her whole life. So nobody was ever good enough for her, right? You can just see she's kind of damaged. It's almost like she was playing herself in the show Girlfriends, where like she's probably had a lot of good opportunities and missed them. And in the end, I think she ends up alone in the end, right? Or is that the end she's with the guy that's the military guy? I can't remember. I can't remember if that went south for her and then she ends up alone in the end. But it's almost like she's living that life, Girlfriends, right? Where she dates a lot of good quality guys and then bypasses them for the toxic guy. It's just that type of situation. Anybody can always find somebody, you know? She could find somebody now. It's not like she's like trash, you know. It's just that she wants maybe she has the mentality of a savage dude. You know, some girls have that too. they were like, hey, I got the money, why not? You know, I don't know. Some guys are savage. I'm more about family and loyalty and everything and having a wife. But not everybody's like that. I had my days where I wasn't into that, and now I'm into that, you know, as I mature. Some people just don't mature. How about that? Let's stick with that. Some people just don't mature. Now, some phone calls were released with Shannon Sharpe. They don't seem that bad. I mean, because it seems like these two had a rough relationship. This girl's 20 years old. She's mentally unstable because she probably didn't have her father in her life. She's on OnlyFans. She's into weird, kinky things. We've all had a partner at one point that's like rough something, and it's kind of weird to me. But some girls that have daddy issues really are into that. It's weird. Like, smack me. You know, never do that. If you're a guy, never do that. Like, especially not today. You know, like you can't do role playing unless you're married to the person. So she exposes all these phone calls. She was recording them. She had a plan.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just going to, like, get mad at, and you're just going to hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
And then she starts calling him, like, toxic, and people were saying it's disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous. It seems like their whole relationship was disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous. And now she's financially submitting him.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
See, she knew how to trigger him and get him to say the right things. Now, this was criticized by Stephen A. Smith, who has him on First Take, and he is down with ESPN, which is on Disney, right? He got his $100 million deal, maybe $100 million plus. I can't remember how much it was. But anyways, Shannon Sharpe's up for his deal, but now Disney says they're looking into this very seriously, and so is Stephen A. Smith. This isn't going to end well. They try to separate themselves like this from stuff like this, and how much you're going to get out of this OnlyFans model? Because, you know, you can eventually prove this is a frivolous lawsuit, but it's like, how much you going to get out of it? You going to get $100 million? No, you know, so I don't know. Stephen A. Smith, I assume that they're not going to go forward with a $100 million deal for his podcast and everything. And I assume that they'll probably put him on leave at ESPN. You just don't want to, I just don't understand how Shannon Sharpe is 56 going on 57 and he's been an NFL player. He knows that certain girls have motives. This girl clearly has a motive. She's not with you because you're Shannon Sharpe and you're just the national sex symbol, the international sex symbol of Shannon Sharpe. It's almost like, dude, you have something to offer. And she wants it. And right now she wants that cash. She wants $50 million. She ain't going to get $50 million. She should have taken the 10. But Busby convinced her not to. This guy Busby, the way he keeps targeting, I bet you Jay-Z has reached out through his lawyer to Shannon Sharpe to go against Tony Busby because this guy is out of control, looking for cash. He must really need money because when he settles his case like that for these girls, he's getting 50% because they can't afford to pay him on retainer. So he's gonna. It always works out to where they get 40 or 50% of the settlement. That's it. That's what happens. Adam 22 gets a call from Luce Cannon, and he has Muchie B in the studio. So Luce Cannon calls in with his wife. Now his wife keeps threatening, "I'll stop access to Luce Cannon if you guys keep this up." Nobody else wants to post Luce Cannon. He's not famous. Nobody cares. And you're not famous, Charisse. And you're going to move on from him within 6 months. I don't care if you guys have a kid together. You're going to move on because you know what? This guy's going to jail for a while. He's an idiot. Your husband or whatever he is can't be your husband because he's married to somebody else. This guy, Luce Cannon, has loose lips and he talked too much and he talked himself straight into jail. Muchie B goes off on him. Ask him why he's so loose with them lips. Pause. And tells Charisse right to her face. And she's like, cut him off. Like she's in demand. You're a nobody. Charisse. Nobody. She could be somebody, though. But this isn't the opportunity here. Focus back on your music. She wasn't horrible with music, okay? And do that because this isn't the way, I don't want to attack her. I don't even know her. I just think she's in an impossible place. That's all. It's crazy. Lil Wayne releases his album cover that's about to come out. And that's about it, guys. I will check you guys in the next one. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. I'll check you guys later. Peace.